Yes, you did! Frickin' game! Give me the gold RNG after I bought the door, damn it! Why is this my life? 4724 with a bunk door!
We have the Dragon fight starting for Zoast. Let's see if he gets this good opener.
Queen of the shrimps here. Good opener from Zoast.
You know, I don't know if that opener was good. I think
it was. Look at this. See? It's fine. Everything's fine, Eddie. We're all fine here.
He's got 61 HP. Oh my god! I cannot believe Zoast did that. I cannot believe he did that.
What, you maniac!
It worked.
53E15 tonight, and then the steam on the stairs ruined my life. It ruined my life. Stop! 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 Can you fly up, please? Gosh, dude. All right, we're good. Everything's cool, guys. Chill. Chill. Why does everything always look the same? Another energy tank. Stop! You're gonna kill me, dude! Oh my word. Just want to start a freaking run. We should be good, but I gotta start a new recording first. Nia, you have the worst timing. The worst. The absolute worst. You are so selfish. What a good kitty. What a good kitty. Can you meow for the microphone? Hmm? Say meow. Meow. No? You know, we're not even playing. Nobody look. Nobody saw nothing.
Up Main Street. Right sand pit. Oh my god, dude. These sand pits are really hard without space jump and spring ball. That's why I get space jump and spring ball before going into these things. That's why I get spring ball. Dude! Ah! Oh, please! Holy...
Ah! Hey guys. How's it going? Yo, Turbine. Thanks for the tier 3, man. Hey, Dust. Hello, Vanelli's Rules. How's it going? Okay. So, made some adjustments to my controller, yesterday? So the first part of stream here, I'm going to be practicing, but it's going to be also, like, feeling things. Just, like, looking for issues, basically. And potentially adjusting. If things are identified. So we're going to start at the beginning. And then go from there. I am hoping to do some runs today, but it might be a while. We'll see. I'm also kind of tired, but I am committed to putting as much as I can into stream today. I don't know exactly what that actually looks like, but I appreciate you guys and all your patience with me recently. Hey, Winjack. What's up, Oakley? Leo? Yo, it's Rando Watcher. How's it going, Rando Watcher? What's up, Slug Trails? Is SM anywhere near quote-unquote solved? I mean, I don't think it's ever going to be quote-unquote solved from a human perspective. And I couldn't tell you whether it's close to being solved or not from a tasking perspective. As far as routing developments in any percent or 100%, there's potential for some routing shakeups in Hundo, but not really in any percent. Not that there can't be anything. There is technically a faster any percent route than what we do, but it's not realistic for humans. So right now, the main time saves to any percent are coming from improvements on execution and improvements on the strategies that we use. I will be doing a short on Spike Suit at some point, Oakley. There's a lot of topics to cover, and every short that I do takes somewhere between, on average, 3 to 6 hours. So I can't just, like, will all of them into existence all at once. It's something I have to put a lot of thought into. What was wrong with my controller before? So, I mean, most recently there haven't been any huge issues, but I was having some D-pad problems. So yesterday, well, not just yesterday. Like a month ago, I started looking into some solutions for the issues that I was having and that C. Scotty W was also having, because he bought a controller from me. And I think I came up with a good solution. I posted about it in my Discord and a couple other Discords. But I haven't actually had an opportunity to put my controller through the paces with the adjustments that I made, so the best way to do that is going to be doing both some extensive practice and runs, because different issues tend to show up in those situations. So sorry, having trouble with words right now. This could be a long stream. It could also be totally normal, like just a few hours and then I'm done. It really just depends on how I'm feeling and what kind of issues show up and stuff like that. But I for sure want to have a controller that I'm completely confident in by the time Friday comes around. Maybe Saturday rather, because Friday is Sassy's birthday this week. But there are a few things that are as frustrating to me as finally making it to the weekend and being like, okay, I can finally put like a bunch of time into the grind, and then realizing that there's some major roadblock preventing me from doing that, whether it's tech issues or controller problems or mental problems or whatever. Right? Like, if I get to Saturday and I feel like I'm not equipped to be able to do the grind, that's really, like, it's hard for me to deal with that. It didn't used to be as much of an issue when I felt like I could consistently do runs each night after work, but that's not the case right now. I simply don't have the time or the energy to do that every night right now, so. Something kind of weird happened here. So yeah, the L and R buttons definitely have probably the most consistent issues on SNES controllers. I have some workarounds for those. Getting some weird unspins here. A form of like down presses. Okay, that wasn't a down press, but I also felt that happen on my thumb. Let's stretch my fingers out. That's a good idea. Nia, get in your chair. Where are you, you freeloader? Why are you all the way back there? Get in your chair. Chair. Good cat. We have not figured out a solution to the Nia problem, Turbine. Do a couple things here. Okay, do that. And then this. Anyway. Did I ever run North Korea %? Yes. I think I have second or third place on the leaderboards. But it was like 6 years ago, I think, and I only did like a couple of runs, and I actually don't remember almost anything about the category. Hello. Hey, Rubu, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Today was a day when I wasn't sure if I wanted to stream. So it means a lot when I'm feeling like that and I show up and other people show up, you know? Oh, 4. I freaking messed it up again, cause that's what I always do. Did I know that Turbine likes to traumatize people? I mean, he traumatizes me every single time he comes to my stream, so yes? Whoa! What was that? It was a weird down input. I can't tell if this is me or my controller. Okay. That was kind of both. Yeah. Congrats to Gebu. 4049. Sick. Okay, so I am getting slightly, just ever so slightly, too many automorphs. Yeah, okay. Like, I felt that happen, but it's... Hmm. I mean, I would love to do that kind of content, you guys. The problem is time. It takes a lot of time and energy, and I don't have either of those right now. I'm really sorry. J-Wags. Hey, what's up? Baby. Okay, so I had a thought earlier, and I think I need to listen to my gut here. So when I made the stencil yesterday, I realized halfway through that I had done something that might cause issues. And I'm pretty sure it is. So, we're going to make a new stencil on stream. And since I just did it yesterday, hopefully it won't take too long. So first thing I got to do is print out another one. So give me a second. I'm going to run some ads for the first bit of this. I'll be right back. All right. So, more light so that we can see what's going on here. I'm going to have to adjust this a little bit. Okay. You guys can see that. Okay. So, this is how this works. This is not an official tutorial or anything. We're just doing this because it's important, and a Tuesday stream is a good time to do this, as opposed to like a Friday stream. So first we're going to cut this down. For the people on YouTube, I apologize that you have no music. Twitch stream is big chillin' right now. Okay. So I already explained this in my Discord posts. This is kind of a weird shape. And the reason for that... Where's my pointer? The reason for that is because of the way that the contacts on the PCB for the controller interact with the membranes. I'm not going to bore you guys with a ton of details, but basically what we're trying to do is partially cover those contacts so that they're less sensitive. In a perfect world, we never need to do that. The problem is that membranes wear out over time. And the nice thing about using this method is that you can virtually make it work with any membrane. So any membrane except for if a membrane is not designed in a way that will activate diagonal inputs, which those are a thing. That's a whole other topic. Anyway, if you have a membrane that can hit every input, but they're too sensitive, like if you use something like this, you don't necessarily have to replace the membrane, at least not every time. So by default, I use Top Gear Japan D-pad membranes. That's what this is, okay? And I don't think you're going to be able to see it. Turn my ring light brightness up. I don't think that's going to help, but I'm going to die. Look how bright that is. Can you focus, camera? Can you focus on this instead of me? Instead of my face? Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. The left and right membranes, you can see the lines in the middle of these. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the left and right ones, the lines are actually lower. They're not centered. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, that informs how we need to adjust here. Because if we're looking at... Yo, hang on a second. Sorry. My hand cam border isn't all glowy and cool. It's only like half glowy and cool. What is going on here? One moment. Oh, I know what's going on. I forgot to apply my new filters to this. Tisk tisk, ZENI. Come on, my dude. There. Now it's all glowy and cool. Okay, anyway. I don't remember exactly what I was saying. This basically sits like this on the board. Okay, and what we want is, I mean, it's still plugged in, so you're not going to be able to see it very well, but like we can actually test this like this, okay? I can just push on the buttons, make Samus move around and stuff. Okay. So anyway, we can look at how this is sitting and make a determination on where the stencil needs to be longer or shorter or thicker or thinner or whatever. So that was a big part of the R&D that I did over the past month. Not that it was like a huge project or anything, but... Okay, so we're going to take this one off. Does not want to come off. I know. I get it. Okay, so this had some double-sided Scotch tape on it, keeping the stencil in place. And that has decided that it wants to stay on the board, and I need that to not happen. Oh, this is like... My spudger's like cracked. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so it's off now. Okay, so here's my stencil. It is off now. Okay, so now what we need to do is cut this one, put it on here, where it needs to go. And for this controller specifically, and my preferences, what we're looking at, where'd my scissors go? Meow yourself, Mia. We want some on the right side, some resistance on the right side, some resistance on the top. No resistance on the left side. Yo, it's Oats. Dude, you're rating boring stream right now. We're doing controller cheats, bro. How's it going, Oats community? No resistance on the left, and I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna say nothing on the bottom either. We were getting some weird down inputs, but that could be something else. So, okay. Oats was afraid to race real competition. That's why I rated, so people can see for themselves. Look at ZENI. He's such a cheater. Sticking with OG controllers instead of abandoning ship to hitbox like literally everyone else. Okay, not literally, but... How's it going, man? Hope you had a good stream. Okay. Now I gotta cut off these little extra pieces, which I can do with an X-Acto knife, or I can do with these scissors. Kind of feeling the scissors right now. My fingers are a little shaky. Don't ask Oats about the stream. I'm sorry that I asked about the stream already. Okay, I won't ask again. Anyway, yeah, thank you for the raid. For anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Shiny ZENI. You can just call me ZENI. Typically, I'm doing speedruns of Super Metroid or practicing Super Metroid, and I am doing that tonight. But I am trying to figure out some controller stuff. Not even just for me. Trying to make playing with controllers a better experience for runners that want to continue using them. And had a little bit of a breakthrough with that over the past month or so. C. Scotty W purchased a controller from me, and so he and I were both having some interesting issues. So I kind of started doing R&D on that stuff again, and this is part of that. I need to practice, and also I need to practice with this controller and see if there's further adjustments that need to be made. And I identified something already, so thanks, man. Okay, so there's a circle in the middle here. So we're going to use a hole punch to punch that out. And we actually use that to roughly line up where this is supposed to go on the PCB. Okay, so where's my hole punch? I had it just a minute ago. I moved it because it was in the way. No! Nia, what did you do with my hole punch? There it is. Wow. Nia is my cat. She is not as sweet as she seems. That's a lie. She's just as sweet as she seems. She's also evil. She's an evil cat. She's trying to take over the world. All right, we got the hole punch thing. So now, okay, this is the part I mentioned earlier where yesterday when I was in the middle of doing this, I realized, oh, this might cause a problem. So we want to quote unquote laminate this piece with packing tape. But yesterday I did that before folding over these flaps. So I'm going to explain this now. So these flaps are a little weird, right? It's like, what the heck is this shape? What is going on? And I know you can't see super well, but the black is extending out on the right and top sides here because I want less sensitivity on my right and top contacts. But this is extending out way too far. So if I were to build this controller with this just like this, pressing up might actually be impossible unless we press super hard. And I bet pressing right wouldn't be great either. The reason these flaps are here is so that if somebody wants less sensitivity, what they can do is they can fold the flap over, and that makes it so that that part of the stencil is thicker, which will then require more resistance in order to activate. Okay, so we're going to fold over these flaps, which this is the part that I don't have a ton of practice on, but it's not super hard. And as I said, I'm going to do it before actually putting the tape on it, so that way it won't be as thick. Because yesterday when I did it, I did tape, and then I folded the flaps, and then I was like, wait. So I did another layer of tape, which adds to the thickness, which I think was causing some problems. So, okay. So I have some tweezers. These are what I used yesterday. I don't know if this is the best method. But basically what we're going to do, and again, I'm sorry, I know this is really small, but... And like on vertical, you can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry. I should probably fix that at some point. So we're just going to fold this over. Like that. And we're going to fold this one over. Like that. Okay, hopefully that's good. That's like, it's a little... It's probably fine. Okay, now we're going to tape this. Hey, Fortify. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Okay, so I got to get my packing tape. Where did I put that, dude? My stuff is such a mess right now. Where is it? Yeah, okay. Okay. Packing tape. We're just going to put this over it, like so. Boop. Okay. So now we have the stencil on the tape. Ta-da! Then we cut this down. This is as far zoomed in as my lens goes. That's what it looks like when it's not zoomed in. Yeah, if I ever... I should say whenever I end up doing like a formal new controller video, it's definitely like I'm going to move cameras around and stuff for it so that everything is very visible and all that stuff. But for today, this is just an ad hoc, like, oh yeah, I needed to do this. So I guess we're doing this right now because it's a Tuesday stream. And I don't necessarily reliably have time to do it off stream anymore these days. And it's much better on a Tuesday stream than on like a Friday or Saturday or Sunday stream, so. Okay. So. Now we have our laminated stencil. So let's see how this lines up. Not really, James, or the break-in is going to be more related to your membrane. This just kind of blocks the membrane a little bit. ZENI hates Tuesday viewers confirmed. Yes, that's totally the message that I was going for. So anyway, it's going to be hard for you guys to see. I'll try to make this a little better, but basically we just want to kind of eyeball where this is going to sit make sure that everything looks right. Okay, come on. Also, I will need to do another hole punch, or else the D-pad will sit incorrectly. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Anyway. Okay. This seems good. I think this is going to be good. Hopefully. Okay. What's the goal of the stencil? So we're adjusting the sensitivity on individual D-pad inputs. Oats. So I'll have less sensitivity on the up and right and normal sensitivity on down and left. I've been using something similar to this for like 6+ months now. This is just kind of like we're taking it a little further. Because this one is designed in a way where you can actually granularly adjust more easily. Okay, so now I have double-sided Scotch tape. So what we do here, let's put this like so. So this is what actually sticks the stencil to the board. So what I was doing for a long time was I was putting electrical tape either on the shell in a certain way or on the board. But the issue with putting the tape on the board was that after a while it would slip around as you play and then it wasn't in the right spot anymore. So as I was trying to figure out how to deal with that, I realized more surface area means more stability sticking in one spot on the board. And that's when I was like, maybe I should just make like a big thing that aligns with the board itself. And I tried it, and it's been great. By the way, I have posted the PNG for these stencils in the Discords for anybody to use if they want to. I have not put it in your Discord, Oats. If that's something you want me to do, I'd be happy to do that. And once I have this like fully figured out, I'm going to put it up as a free resource on my merch store and stuff too. Okay. All right, so we have our stencil. We have the stickiness on the stencil. I need to hole punch through the middle of the stencil again to get rid of the tape. Because you don't want the D-pad to sit. You want the D-pad to sit directly on the board if you can. Like, ironically, if we could get things working in a way where it doesn't sit directly on the board, that would actually be better. Because that would prevent some wear and tear on the boards. But as of right now, I haven't found any way to do that without totally screwing up how everything feels, so. Just package and sell the stencil already made? I mean, no, I'm not going to sell it. I'll probably end up doing some sort of, like if people want to buy a controller from me where I do the stencil, I could probably make that like an option for an extra cost. Because, I mean, this takes time, right? But no, I'm not going to gatekeep the idea of this behind anything. No way. Screw that. Okay. Okay, this should be right, I think. Okay, so now we just need to put this back on the board. And we got to make sure that it goes in the right spot. So this is kind of the hard part. Because obviously, like, you don't want it to be misaligned, or you're going to get bad results. Right there. I think that's what I want. If anything, that's a little low. Which is probably okay. It's also, it's too far right. I need to move it left a little bit. Okay. Let's try this. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. Oh yeah, that'd be sick, Oats. I didn't know you have a laser engraver. Maybe I did know that. Have you talked about using that on like wood projects and stuff before? I think you have. That would be sick, dude. Yeah, I'll try to remember to share the stuff in your Discord. I already posted it in like the main one and stuff, but I can just copy paste it over. It's totally fine. Like me doing this stuff is like I'm doing it for the community as much as I'm doing it for myself. I mean, I stopped working on it until Scotty ordered a controller, and then I was like, hey, I was like, will you do me a favor? I'll send you 2 controllers, and one of them's going to have this thing on it, and I want you to let me know how it goes. And he's like, okay. So he started using it, and he was like, yeah, this is great, except I've been noticing this weird thing. And I was like, I'm also noticing that same weird thing. So then I was like, okay, like I want to figure this out for not just for myself, but for everyone else. So all about sharing knowledge. Okay. So hopefully this goes well. Now that being said, I kind of feel like this isn't going to go perfectly this time. But that's okay if that's the case. Maybe I'll be surprised. Okay, so we're going to put this back in. The other thing that's hard about testing stuff like this is like some days I just play worse. You know, like some days I'm like, all right, time to test out this cool like modification. And then I try to do climb and I'm like, oh, I'm the one being bad right now. It's not my controller. I just suck. Been working on building a hitbox. Should use laser engraver at work to cut out the top. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I imagine it would be. I've tried to cut stuff with a drill before. Bad times. No fun. No fun. It's been a long time since I tried to do that because it was miserable. It's like I'm never doing this again. Another issue that I'm having with this shell is at least one of the screws is not the screw, the shaft. One of the screw shafts is stripping. So I am going to have to migrate soon. So that's also kind of lit a fire under me to get this figured out, because when I migrate to another controller, I'm going to have to do another stencil. And like I'd like to just know exactly what I'm doing by then. So, what's up, Drewski? How's it going? Thanks. As I always like to point out when I'm doing this, if you're ever taking a SNES controller apart and putting it back together, when you screw these back in, make sure that you rotate it backwards first until you feel it kind of click. That's how you know that the threads have lined up between the screw and the shaft. And so then when you screw it in, you're aligned with the threads, so you're not literally ruining your controller as you screw it back together. Yes, I mean, it goes with any screw, really. But, like, especially with these, this plastic is soft. So if you don't do that, I mean, you can literally break your shell within like 2 or 3 repetitions of doing this. Hang on, guys. Sorry. But yeah, this plastic is really soft. Okay. So first, we just want to kind of... You guys can't see. Sorry. First, we just kind of want to make sure that all of the buttons are still working as I would expect. Yeah. So they're like... I can lightly tap and they're still registering. So that's good. Because one of the issues that I was having yesterday after I first put the stencil on was they kind of required too much resistance to activate at all. So like I could tap and it wouldn't register, but I'm not getting that here. So that's good. Okay, we're not getting any ups or downs when I do this. That's good. All right, can I intentionally do this? Yes. Good. Okay, so that's good. I have a process, Dragonberg. Please let me go through my own process. Thanks. Okay. Do I tape this to the plastic D-pad? No, it goes directly on the PCB, Oats. So the stencil just sits on the PCB itself. And then, I mean, I should have shown it again before I put it back together. But basically, it's aligned with the way that the membrane interacts with the board, so that there's a little bit of a buffer there. And the more resistance you want, like the less sensitivity you want on any individual contact, the more of the contact you want covered, or the thicker you want it to be in that spot. Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, so Drewski is talking about how he put electrical tape on his PCB's up contact, which I mentioned I was doing that earlier as well. Drewski's is a lot more aggressive than mine. But here's the issue. The issue is that if you just use normal electrical tape, it'll slide around. And Drewski, you can correct me if I'm wrong, right? But to prevent that from happening, didn't you say you just super glued it? Which, yeah, so that's the thing is... I don't like doing that because like that PCB is just nobody else is going to be able to use that PCB at this point. Not that that should be your top concern, but like if I'm making a controller for someone, I don't want to give them something like that, right? So no, I got it. I'll post a pic. Hang on. So the double-sided Scotch tape sits directly on the PCB, and there's some stick to it, but you can get it off without damaging like the contacts or whatever. Whereas super glue, like, pretty sure that's just on there now. So how do you guys wall jump without hitting up? Lots of practice and also stuff like this that we're working on literally right now. Okay. You do hit up sometimes. So one interesting thing is that out of a wall jump, you can push up and Samus will stay in spin until you turn around or release jump or get hit. So yeah, down is the real issue. Sometimes you'll hit up on your way back. Like you turn around and then you'll hit up on the way back, and that can suck. But down is going to screw you up either way. Okay, let me find my post. Okay. I'm just going to send this directly to you, Oats. And then yeah, I'll post the whole thing in your Discord later. Okay. So, let's try this out. Yep. That's how it goes. Of course. I'm going to turn this light off. These lights off. Hey, Tilly. Nice. But yeah, like, probably the biggest benefit to doing this is mental, if I'm being completely honest. Yep, so the white is, here, I'll show the stencil again. Let's switch over to this scene again. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna zoom way in here, and then I'm just gonna share this window. Hopefully a window capture will work for this. Okay. So, this is the shape of the stencil. And basically, the reasons that the notches are here is so that you can fold it over if you want even less sensitivity per side, right? So if you want less sensitivity on your up, you fold this down. If you want it less on your right, you fold it left. And then if you want less sensitivity, you just cut it off. Right? Or more sensitivity. You just cut it off. And then the circle in the middle here is, again, so that you can have a rough idea of how you want to align it. Because there's that circle on the PCB too. So yeah. Yep, just use a hole punch in the center. So yeah. How's it going? Yeah, of course. I mean, if you do, please, like, let me know how it goes for you, because I have personally been really loving this since I started doing it, which, again, I want to say it was like 6 months ago. It might be even a little longer than that. But, like, it really has made me a lot less stressed about controllers. Okay, so I'm still getting some weird automorphs. What is the trainer? This is a practice ROM. Okay, what's going on here? Why is that? Do I need more of a blockage on the down? Do I just need to stop sucking? But yeah, the practice ROM is available for free at smpractice.speedga.me. I made a video about it a couple weeks ago. And it's amazing. Okay, see, I didn't get that there. That was I missed the jump input there. What's going on here? Oh yeah, that's cool. So this is to like increase the sensitivity on the L and R buttons. Oh, that's a really cool idea. Yeah, I got a carbon pen when you mentioned that a couple years ago, and it was nice. The only issue with the carbon pen was that sometimes it would like flake off, and that wasn't super great, but outside of that, it was really good. Yeah, but yeah, it's also hard to use. I'm like, okay, I just need like a little dab here, and then like a whole crap ton of it comes out. But yeah, the copper idea is really, that's a good idea. Sinbad, Zenny, do you think you can revitalize an old SNES controller I have? So the way that my repairs work on my shop, Sinbad, is you send me your controller, and I do my very best to revitalize it, and if I can't, I just send you a new one. Like what I would do for just like a normal build for someone. So feel free to do that if you want. I would say, I mean, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to make a controller completely beyond salvaging. But there have definitely been some that I'm like, this is just garbage at this point. Like sometimes you get a PCB where like one of the contacts is completely ripped off, or you get a shell that one of the screw shafts is completely broken, or, you know, stuff like that. There isn't much you can do there. Okay. This seems okay. I'd like to get one clean climb before I move on. But yeah, so I mentioned this before the raid, and most of the raiders are gone at this point, and that's okay. I do plan to do some runs today, hopefully at least one or two. But I need to make sure that my controller's in order before I do that. So I am doing kind of a long practice. Well, we can chill, right? We're all about chilling here. Yo, sub 12, okay. Oats, I'm gonna send you the PNG that I have. Like I said, I will, I'll post it all in your Discord later too. But, here you go. Feel free to mess around with it. I experimented with mechanical switches instead of contacts. So I use mechanical switches in L&R. They're not functionally better. Drewski is the only person who's ever done BT skip legit, which requires rapid fire 30 hertz presses on your L or R button. And he prefers doing that with traditional OEM membranes. At least last I heard. So it really isn't, it's not a technical, like, functional advantage to use the mechanical switches. The reason that I like the mechanical switches on LNR is actually, it's purely for maintenance. Because if you're using the traditional membranes, whenever you take your controller apart to replace a part, there's like a 50% chance that when you put it back together, your L button or your R button or both are going to feel like complete garbage. And then you get them so that they feel good again, but then they don't register correctly. And it turns this like, it should be like 20 minutes. It should be 20 minutes to take your controller apart and replace your D-pad and put it back together. And it turns into this like 4-hour endeavor of trying to fix your L or R button. It's such a pain. So that's the main reason why I use the mechanical switches on L and R now. But I mean, I actually prefer the way that the traditional ones feel. I don't really like how the mechanical switches feel, if I'm being completely honest. It purely is like a time investment thing for me. Hey, Poonie. How's it going? But yeah, I mean, like, I'm kind of a purist, if I'm being honest. Like, I was not a fan of the change to allow hitboxes and keyboards on the main board with normal controllers. I wasn't a fan of that. But at the end of the day, like, mainly I just want people to play the game and love the game. And like the nice thing about that change is that it made me kind of consider like, okay, well, should I consider replacing the L and R buttons then? And like, they can't reasonably ban that if they're allowing the hitboxes and stuff. I say they, it's kind of a we thing now since I'm one of the leaderboard moderators, but... Basically, what I'm trying to say is, like, if I had my way, I wouldn't be using them. Nobody would be using anything like that. But I'm also not upset about it anymore. It's fine. Ultimately, I mean, it's made my experience using and fixing controllers way better, so... ZENI is the Shadow Council. Yes, that is absolutely the message that you should have gotten out of that conversation. Absolutely. ZENI is the Shadow Council. My main goal is to oppress everyone else and just perpetually stay at the top of the leaderboard. I want to see this game die, and I want to be at the top when it dies. Yes, that's true, QZ. That is true. BRB clipping. Oh no! Who are you gonna send it to? They're gonna ruin my life. It's over for me, chat. It's going straight to Zoast. Not Zoast. The one person that I know will just take it and ruin everything for me. Zoast is the only person that's more toxic than I am in this game. Good grief. It's over for me, chat. It's all over. Alright, so far this is feeling good, so that's good. That being said, I mean, you know, maybe we get to Red Tower and then I'm like, oh shoot, this is actually the worst thing I've ever done. Yeah, that comment earlier. Zoast is amazing. I would love to see Zoast beat my run. I would love that. No! I'm the worst. Yeah, I mean, Zoast has been really busy with some other stuff. He did stream a couple times the past weekend. But yeah, the other thing is he had a wrist injury that just wouldn't go away. So he's relearning the game on Hitbox. Oops. Who here is excited about the new Metroid game, Metroid Ravenous? OMFG. Did Nintendo formally announce this? No way. I think it was a combination of RSI and something else. Oh, it's almost definitely a real thing. Let's create. Because the leak came from a legal rating document. So it's, I would say it's definitely a thing. It's almost definitely a thing that we will eventually see. But oh, you think they'll call it something else? It's, I mean, you can't even, if you're going to compare it to something, Ostrich, it needs to be Dread, not Prime. Completely different studios, completely different everything. There's a reason that the Prime games are regarded as separate from all the 2D games. Whereas Nia, I don't know, she's being a bad cat like usual. Do you finally admit it? Oh look, she's just sitting on the floor. She's just sitting on the floor ignoring you guys because she hates you. Hello.
You hear that, Nia?
If she were the best cat, she would be in her chair right now. The thing is, she sits in her chair 24/7 until I get onto stream. Did you know that? The only time that she's not in her chair when I'm not streaming is if I'm on the couch in the living room, in which case she sometimes comes to sit next to me on the couch. Bad cat. I'm not taking it back. I love her to death. I'm not taking it back. Jumping too early there. Nintendo could remake this game in 3D, but it would be so different. They already did. It's called Metroid Prime. It was released in 2002. Keck W. You know it's true, Ostrich. Where is Kraid in Prime 1? An unfinished development project that didn't make it to the final game because they didn't have enough time. That's where he is. Isn't there a water boss in Prime 2? Yes, there's a water boss that you fight that flies around in Prime 2. I'll admit, it's more of like a spiritual reimagining than a straight remake. But there's so many parallels to how this game feels and plays and how Prime 1 feels and plays. It was definitely like a love note to the game, to Super. And I'm not complaining. Like, there's a reason that when I first was trying to decide years and years and years ago which one I liked more, I had a hard time figuring it out. I was like, I don't know, do I like Super more or do I like Prime more? I don't know. And then I was like, wait, I'm good at speedrunning Super and I suck at Prime. That was the determining factor. I gotta run some ads, sorry. I'm sticking around, just they are going to run, and then all of Oats' viewers will leave. This guy runs ads during practice and in between runs. Okay, so I am still getting some weird automorphs when wall jumping to the right. So I think I do need a little more coverage on the down part of the stencil. Ever so slightly. Dang it, man. But so far it hasn't been bad enough that I need to like open my controller again. Ah, it's hot in here. Why is it so hot in here? I'm gonna turn this light off too. Probably grab one of my cooling towels. Be right back, guys. Okay, that's better. Turns out when I'm overheating, I'm miserable. Wish I realized that a long time ago. It's okay. All right. It's been really hot the past few days, QZ. We had an all-time heat record here a couple days ago. I think it hit 109. Ugh. Yeah, our power went out on Sunday night, and it was only out for like an hour, and even by the end of the hour, I was like, oh, please. Like, it's really hot. Please get it back on so I can sleep tonight. Okay. All right, so one of the things that's very important for me with D-pads is 1 rounds. This is less of an issue than it used to be, but it is important that I make sure that we can do this stuff consistently. We're gonna do those 4 patterns. '87 is fine if you have AC. That's the thing about the UK, is they don't, like, air conditioning is not standard there. So an 87-degree heat wave for them is way worse than most heat waves here in the States. Or at least where I live. Right. All right, yeah, this is fine. So far, so good. So far, I'm thinking I will be able to do at least 1 run tonight. But we'll see. Why do you need to walk forward? So that is related to something called Dopplering, which is a reference to the actual physics phenomenon, the Doppler effect. Basically, when Samus is moving forward and you shoot, Samus's forward speed is also applied to the projectile, which means the projectile flies faster. So that allows us to stun lock Phantoon. Without doing that, he'll disappear. Yep. I haven't, Poonie. Sorry. Last time I made a stencil adjustment, so not yesterday, but like a month ago, this is one of the rooms that clued me off to the fact that something was wrong. Because all of a sudden I couldn't do the up. And that seemed very weird to me, but... And I fixed it. Alright. That's basically it, Kane. It's not exactly that, but yes. Like, that's the most basic way to explain what a stutter Doppler versus Phantoon is. There is a lot more to it, though. Like, the only reason I have as many 1 rounds as I do is because I've spent time, like, labbing out weirdness with the Phantoon 1 round stuff. And I still need to, like, formally test it out again. It's been, like, 5 years since I did that. See if I can identify patterns and reasons and stuff. You also do quick angles between... No, we don't do angles between. You could, but that would just really complicate all of the inputs that you have to do. Because if you hold an angle, then you're not going to shoot forward. So implementing that... Basically, you would have to press the angle after shooting, or else it's going to screw everything up. So that would be an additional, like, frame perfect input that you'd have to do, and you'd have to do it like 15 times. Which is no fun. So, no, we don't do that. I don't know, Sinbad. No idea. A couple years after I started, I think. Maybe not even that. Phantoon is very hard. Learning Phantoon is one of the most annoying parts of learning how to speedrun Super Metroid. Learning Phantoon, learning Ridley, learning Dragon. Those are 3 huge roadblocks for people. Yeah, I really liked watching the SM64 test. It's too far. Yeah, something like that. Through the course of the whole run. Which makes sense. I mean, lag is so bad in Super Mario 64 that even RTA runners really, like, do some weird stuff to mitigate against it. I'd say it's one of the things that is more of an issue in Super Mario 64 than it is in Super Metroid, and we have a lot of lag reduction in this game. We have a lot. Alright, this is a problem room. So I gotta make sure everything feels right here. The downbacks in this room are really important. Seems good. Okay, good. Good, good. Yeah, so it's hard to quantify that. It would be an absurd amount of effort to figure out for the whole task, the existing task. Because, I mean, you remove arm pumps and you're also like you remove one arm pump, for example, you might be messing with RNG for the entire rest of the run. So an easier thing to do would be to task like 3 rooms. You just task like 3 rooms, do them with arm pumps and without arm pumps and see the difference. And then just kind of apply that loosely to the whole run. I loved it when somebody on YouTube was arguing with me about how much time arm pumping actually saves, though. I was like, yes, because you would know, random person on YouTube. Who's randomly watching one of my short form videos. Like... Armchair experts. What's that called? Like the Dunning-Kruger effect or whatever it is? Yeah, that Bugman guy in the oh, wait. Wait, your name's Bugman. No relation. If you say so, shiny sus. Shiny sus. I don't know. What is it, Rosa? That sounds like something I would have said years ago. It's effective. It'll also push people out. I mean, if you're okay with people leaving and never coming back, then go ahead and say stuff like that. I'm trying to be more chill about stuff. It's been a long road. I mean, even now, like, life is pretty rough, guys. I definitely still have days where I'm just in a really bad mood, and people come in and they get bad mood ZENI, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Like, I don't know what else to say. But, do my best. I mean, it's taken a lot of work, that's for sure. Why do I still have super selected? Have I ever thought about applying coconut oil and hands to your controller to reduce friction and increase speed? You definitely don't want to do that. That's about all I can say. You actually want a little bit of friction. Not much. Oh, that's not good. Hang on. Is that something I need to worry about? Or is that just me being weird? I think I was just being weird. Okay. Anyway. If things get too slippery, you can't stabilize your controller. And believe it or not, you really want buttons to be where you expect them to be when you're speedrunning. Bad Mood ZENI says some of the funniest stuff sometimes. Okay. Alright, Bean Samus. Lay it on me. What did I say that was hilarious when I was in a bad mood? I can take it. Right now. Came up with a new strat for this backup. So I need to practice that again. If I can remember what it was. Oh, that's right. So we do this. And this. Wow, you're not even gonna tell me what I said? That's messed up. I definitely let the snark out a little more when I'm in a bad mood, that's for sure. If somebody asks me like a really, really dumb question or something, I'm a lot worse about like being polite about it. If I'm in a bad mood, I'm like, you're dumb, here's why. It's that autism coming out. My brain reverts to all of its defaults with social interactions. That's not to say that I'm an asshole by default, to be super clear. It just means that, like, I have to really try not to get irritated by certain questions sometimes. Totally valid questions, right? Not at the fault of the person asking. And that just gets a lot harder. Gets a lot harder to do when I'm out of whack. We need more of that? Which part? I need to know which part. Are you saying I should be more of a butthead? Snarky Zenny. Be the butthead. I see, the thing is, like, that's not me, man. That's just not me. Like, I've always tried to be nice to people ever since I was a little kid. I just want people to be happy. Like, the years of my life where I was not worried or interested or putting effort or whatever into that, the reason is because I was so messed up. Like, I was so hurt. And I was trying to pretend like I wasn't hurt, and I was so damaged. So damaged. So no, I'm not gonna be the butthead on purpose. I'm also, like, I'll give myself space for it when it happens. But... I'm a nice person, generally. Try to be. Why is my... There's, like, something on my controller. Oh, it's a piece of tape from earlier. Oh, thank you, QZ. I'm not nice to Samus. She doesn't deserve it! Samus is a butthead. Okay, that was weird. I don't think it could have been a D-pad thing, but something felt very strange about that. Ridley, can you stop? Stop turning around, dude. Frickin' hecker face. That's better. Oh, that's bad. Dang. I can't see any of those comments text, so I have no idea. They don't show up in my chat feed that I use. No, dude. Oh, that is weird. Well, you know, it's probably, like, you know how you can say the same thing sometimes, but depending on additional context, it becomes more or less of a, like, insult or whatever. I think that's probably what it is. I don't know. I don't think I've been auto-modded in a long time. It's unfortunate. Come on. Ridley! Frickin' Ridley, why do you gotta be such a butthead? Frickin' Ridley. Hmm? I'm planning on doing at least one run. Currently. Dang. Okay, we'll keep that. It wasn't quite optimal, but that would still be really good in a run. Like, very, very good. Like, my heart rate would be pounding right now. You're like, oh my gosh, it was a good fight. Ah, dang. Was almost it. Was almost the strat. Yeah. Come on. No worries. Yeah, I did ask. I was like, what? Yeah, no worries. Thank you. It is absolutely amazing what turning my fan up and getting a cooling towel has done for my comfort and therefore mood. It's so frustrating. Like, that's one of the reasons that, like, you guys are going to be seeing me streaming and maybe even doing runs with a lot less light from now on, because every light that I use puts off a lot, like, not a lot, but a non-zero amount of heat, right? And it just gets really hot in here. So, at least during the summer months, doing everything I can to reduce heat. Hey, dumb thing. Laser door? Let's go laser door. Alright, Twitch is going to make me run more ads, and then I am going to be running ads again fairly shortly after that. Because I got to make sure I get enough of a buffer up that they're not going to interrupt any runs that I decide to do. So. I agree. Heat is harder to mitigate than cold. They both suck. They can both be dangerous. I mean, like, as far as, like, you know, quote unquote taking layers off to try and help, like, that's true, but at some point it doesn't help. At some point, like, anyway. How's it going, Einbert? Thank you for the raid. Good, good. Always glad to hear that. Yep, same. I was mentioning earlier, we hit an all-time heat record here a couple days ago. I think it hit 109. So, like, I realized, like, that's not quite impressive from, like, Arizona standards or whatever, but... Hey, Raven, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're getting settled okay. Yeah, it's just hot here too, Bean Samus. It's dry heat here. Guys, I made a YouTube short today. It's gonna go live first thing tomorrow on various platforms. And it's about special beam attacks. What was that morph? Oops. I'll be doing runs after practice. Maybe just one, but maybe more than that. It kind of depends. I did get through this a little faster than I thought I was going to, so that's good. I had to do some controller stuff earlier. I hung out with my kids before I started stream today so that I can convince myself that I'm not a horrible father if I decide to do that until they go to bed or whatever. Thanks! That means a lot. Thank you. I try. I was never a horrible father. I'm definitely a better father than I used to be. Oh. That's not good. Special beam attacks like Hadouken? Like X Factor and Ice Shield. Technically, they're all called beam shield. So you got your wave shield, you got your spazer shield, you got your plasma shield, you got your ice shield. I don't know what they're called, like, officially, quote-unquote. Like, if that's a thing. Like, what they're referred to in the code as, or whatever. Okay, can you guys just... Thanks. But yeah, I double-checked on the wiki today to make sure I was speaking correctly. Your therapist told you today you're doing a great job as a dad, and that comment really hit you hard. Yeah, I can see how that would hit you hard, man. For the record, I mean, it's not like I see you as a dad in your day-to-day life, but every time I've seen you as a dad, you are an amazing dad. So, keep it up. It is. It definitely is. Raven. Well, thank you. I've known my fair share of bad people. Thankfully, not that many. But I think any amount is too many. Oh, dude. I just remembered I have a cookie. These cookies are so legit. I discovered them 2 days ago and I'm hooked. I can't wait to eat that later. It's gonna be so good. Ah! We don't want that. You gotta go down the elevator, Samus. There we go. Those are good too, Bean Samus. Yeah. I've hit a point in my life where I really like all of the, like, special Oreo flavors, but it's hard for me to buy them because I usually don't eat enough to justify getting the whole pack, you know? That was a lot of supers. I think that was 7 supers right there. Can that happen in a run, please? It could have been either, Raven. I don't recall the story, but also I have really bad short-term memory right now. So, like, wouldn't put too much weight into that. That's funny, Bean Samus. Okay, QZ, come on. You know that's not what I meant. Raven, chat was arguing with me earlier again about whether Nia's a bad cat. I need you to back me up. Okay. Baby, you can't do that. Come on. Don't grab me. Whoa! Okay. Freaking Nia propaganda in my chat. We're never escaping this. Oh, fighting mini boss in Jabu Jabu for the first time. Wow! That's crazy. Are you kidding me? Jeez. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that's the kind of father that you had. Good heavens. That's ridiculous. I can't imagine, like on an emotional level, being that way with my kids. That's tough. I've known one person that did something similar in the sense that they had a child with someone and then they just completely were super uninvolved. But like, I didn't know them super well or anything, and anyway. I wasn't counting. It's over for me, chat. Wasn't counting. Jeez. Yeah, I was wondering about that, like... That's too bad. Like, that you... Whoa! Alright, we're still alive. But I mean, it's not like you can really get away from Ocarina of Time as a gamer. So, like... That's really unfortunate that that association is in place. It's a decent fight. Oh, that sucks, being Samus. Wow. Oh no, I looked at Nia. Hi. What's up? I love that emote so much. It's such a good one. How's it going? It's okay. I'm gonna do a run here soon. Might do more than one, we'll see. All right, here we go. So we're gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna do a run. We'll go from there. Controller feels mostly good. Like I was saying earlier, I'm still getting some weird auto morphs for left side wall jumps. So I gotta be a little careful. Like right here, I have to be a little careful. But other than that, things are going pretty well. In my opinion, is sub 40 even possible? It's not opinion, it's fact. Sub 40 is definitely possible. It's not something that I'm going for currently. Probably never will. Hey, Twin. Thank you for the tier 1. 82 months. I'm old. Can't believe I've been streaming for that long. Even longer. Yo to the yo, how's it going? Okay. Let's get going. We're gonna close this. And I'm gonna copy this, and then your screen's gonna come back. And then I'm gonna stop recording, and I'm gonna wait for it to remux. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, they are. Those are emotes. It's good. It's good. Raven colored those, by the way, you guys. Sassy drew them, Raven colored them. Great stuff. Alright. Where'd my tweezers go? There they are. Nope. That's not it. Okay, well, I can't lose this, so I'll just put it here. Oh, they're there. Okay. Alright, we good? I think we're good. Great use of those emotes there. Okay. Should I turn my light on? No. You know what? Screw it. We're doing chill dark stream. If the normies want to be weirded out by me being all blue and purple, then they can. I don't care. It's hot. It's hot, and I don't want bright lights in my face. GG. Alright. Ow! Dude. Just hit my elbow on my desk. It's over. Ba-da-ba-doo, ba-da-ba-dee, ba-da-bam, bing, bam. Red light's not actually too bad. Because red light is darker. Inherently. Okay. This game sucks. That was the worst. That was the worst Steam. Come on. Alright. Hey, how about you get back in your chair? Yeah. That seems like a great idea, Nia. I think you should do that. I think you should get back in your chair. Yeah. Good job, kitty. Excellent work. See? Angel. Yeah, until she leaves in 3 seconds. Watch. Saving that. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate it. It's been a really long week already, and it's only Tuesday. I'm trying not to dread tomorrow, but I'm kind of failing at that, so... Mm-hmm. Exactly. We'll think about that later. Right now, I'm just going to focus on the fact that right now is right now. And right now is okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Thank you. Bum 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 bum. Dang. That was really good considering that series. Jeez. Bam, ba-dam, ba-dam, bam, bam. I'm definitely not getting a raise tomorrow. But, tomorrow can be okay still. The reason I'm dreading tomorrow is because there's a lot of stuff that all needs to get done. So I'm just kind of overwhelmed. Dang it, man. Oh, that sucks. I was kind of overwhelmed in general, right? But... really? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I got work stuff, and I got personal stuff, and I got back to the basement stuff, and I got parenting stuff, and I got... Anyway, it's just a lot. I will survive. The next 3 days are probably going to kind of suck until I'm done with work. Once I'm done with work on Friday, it should be a pretty good weekend, but... Potentially a lot coming up on my plate for work. I'm not super thrilled about that, but... Gotta keep my job, so gotta figure out how to balance it. The bigger... Okay, Rayo. Why'd you scam me? Ah, dang it. The bigger issue with... Oh, no. This is not going very well. After that bombs time, that's really sad. What was I gonna say? The bigger issue with the work stuff, like... I'm not opposed to being busy, but it's a certain kind of busy that usually leaves me really tired, and when I'm really, really tired, then I can't put that time and energy into other things that are also important. And that's more of what I'm worried about. Not worried about doing the work. I'm worried about surviving afterwards. But I'll figure it out. Ba-down, ba-down, ba-down. That's good. No. I knew I did that wrong. It's okay. Okay, well, this could have been a lot better. But we persevere. No! Go! Simus! Yeah, we had a lot of mistakes there. It's still decent pace. So. Whoa. Okay, okay! Thank you. I have been putting more of an emphasis on improving my movement over the past, like, year or so. I mean, in order to beat my run, I kind of have to. So... Hey, Charles. How's it going? Okay. That's weird. Okay, what in the... Can you... Oh. That's really bad. Nia, are you seriously doing that right now? She's like pawing at a bag or something. Knock it out! Stop it! She's like, ooh, bag. I need to paw at this as obnoxiously as possible right this moment. Bam, 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 bam. Really? Yo, we still got it. All right. It's not a great pace, but whatever. Do 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 do. I just tried to save state. Muscle memory, dude. All right. Bum, bum, bum. Nia, I swear to God. Stop it. Supposedly I can say, Twitch, clip that, and they will now. I don't know if it's true. I'll teach you, Charles. Oh, okay, that was bad. I'll teach you. It's actually more related to the setup than the inputs. You just kind of have to know what to do when, and then it's not as bad. Like, you actually want, like, a 2-frame jump. Not a 1-frame. Alright, I'll bribe you. There's just a button. You push a button, it says clip. So you push the button and it will clip. It's probably been too long by now, but you could go back in the VOD and clip it. All right. And morph too early there. Okay. Okay, we're gonna skip these. Normally I probably wouldn't, but between the bad pace and the slow and everything, I'm just gonna skip these. Thank you so much for the merch order. Whoa, dang it. Ugh. Okay. Get to the... Oh my gosh. Yeah. Lori said she needed a shirt that said, "Where are the supers?" And I was like, I don't know how to do that because just the text would confuse people. And then I was like, oh. And I had the idea. So yeah. Whoa. We almost co-jacked there. Okay. It's okay, Lori, don't sweat it. I appreciate it. And if you want to, of course, thank you, but... Oh, dang. Missing that jump feels bad. That's not good. Is that a power bomb from the waiver? I think it was. What? Where's my wall jump? What the heck? We're gonna, yeah. I don't like this, but where are the missiles? No! No! Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Okay. Have you used a wireless SNES controller? Have I? Yes. Would I for this? Absolutely not. No way. Hey, Jamie. Thank you. Ah, too high. It's not even... whatever. I don't have the brain capacity to devote to explaining that right now, sorry. What am I doing? That's not it. And that... Oh, shoot! No! 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 Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why I said I'm not going to talk about it, because my brain needs to focus on this game right now. If I try to say words, bad things happen. So... If I try to think about and say words. Anyway, I'm literally doing what I said I'm not going to do, so I'm going to stop doing this. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. Bam, 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 bam. I would really, really like a clutch missile drop game. I'm begging you. Wah! This is a run of all time. Okay. Super Metroid, you're being a butthead right now. I don't like that. Bum, bada bum, bada bum, 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 bum. Okay. Of course I screwed that up. It's fine. All right. +3. All right, 17 shots total. Dead? Pretty good. Pretty good fight, considering. Pretty good. Yeah, all right. Boom, boom. Okay. I did that again, dude. Can you go? Oh, Samus. Samus. Really need to fix that. Yeah, shoot. Fine. Fine. I'm gonna try to go for damageless here. All right. Little mistake there. Not the greatest segment overall, but could be worse. Sure. Okay, so we're one super short, which is okay. It might be totally fine. We might be one super short. But we have enough, technically. So... I'm gonna try not to worry about it. Oh, okay, that was a big jump. Big jump. Okay, we got a super. We're good. Bum bum bum. Bum bum ba bum bum bam. I didn't do that correctly, and we got scammed because of it, so that sucks. This might be really bad. We might be okay, but... Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna have 0 supers here. Not cool. Not cool. So, I have to make a choice here on whether I stick around for the Dragon drops, which is definitely slower, or bank on the bug drops and potentially have really bad times. I'm gonna grab the Dragon drops. Okay. So that's like 4-second loss, and wow, gold. Sick Glodbro. Wow. Okay. So yeah, we lose like 4 seconds in Dragon, and then we can save like 2, maybe. So it is slower, but we're in a good spot with missiles now, at least. Ah, shoot. Okay. Thank you. Okay, that's bad. Okay. So I really needed that energy, so that's good. We're still a little low. But can you not do that, dude? Ugh. I crouch there a lot. It's actually really frustrating. Alright, so yeah, pretty bad segment there. Overall. Good Dragon Gold, though. I wasn't expecting that at all. It wasn't even... There were a couple mistakes in there. Huh, okay. Bum. Here we go. That's weird. Okay. That was weird. What? Jeez. Sure. Whatever. That was, yeah. It was a thing. Pretty sloppy Metroid rooms. No! Oh, damn it. That sucks. Oh, well. I jumped slightly too early. I should have just gone for the 4 jump. Really. Oh, well. That's okay. Get in there. We'll finish this. That was a good pace. That was a really good pace. Best pace in 3 weeks. And 11th best pace ever. Wow, that's surprising I've had that many paces like that at G4 actually. Well, but this also had a slow and stuff. Wow, actually, that's... Alright, I'm proud. I'm proud of this run. Baby skip's a bummer, but it was my own bad. I made the wrong call there. I didn't execute correctly, and then I made a bad judgment call. No. I have a sub 41 with an ammo refill or something. So. I don't remember exactly, but... That's a bad pattern. This is a really clean run up until Baby Skip. The gravity time loss was mostly Fantoon. Little bit of a hiccup before Moat. There was some wonkiness going to Wave. The Ridley fight was actually really good considering the low missile count. So Lower Norfair was good. Escaping Lower Norfair again, like there was a little bit of jank, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, Wasteland was the main thing. Meridia segment speaks for itself. A little bit of a hiccup right before G4, but most of that time loss is just that I waited for the Dragon drops. So yeah, definitely really solid, for sure. Very solid run. I think they're about the same, 2 cup holders. Might be slightly slower, but not by much. I'm gonna check in with Sassy after this run and maybe go talk to my kids too, but I think I want to do another one. Gonna need to run some ads though. I drank a potion. Clearly. Bam ba dam ba dam bam bam. Now, people on Twitch can redeem points to do cool different like effects and stuff on my stream. AKA, the stream experience is way better on Twitch than it is on YouTube, and I feel bad for you that you're watching on YouTube. All right. I'll be back in a few minutes. My bro, it's not fine. It's not fine at all. It's not. Where's the energy? My bro! What? 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 Yo, did you guys see that? I'm basically Spider-Man. Did you guys see that? I was like, you didn't see it because it's off camera, but I was putting my amiibo away, right? I was like, and then when I was moving my arm back, my water bottle was like, and then I was like, yeah. Spider-Man. It was about as clean as I could have gone for a 2x. Not perfect, but certainly not worth complaining about. Yes. What? Wait. What? Wait. No. Wait, what? Excuse me? Okay. All right, Fantune. Do your worst. Child's play. Giving me a slow. Oops. Come on, man! Alright.
Make me proud.
Why did you say that?
Don't delay it. Just do it.
Oh, I smelled it!
It's a rep.
Okay.
Just
It's in.
Barb.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, scooch back.
It is. Here we go. Good luck. Have fun. Good luck, Zenny.
Extra spicy taco tank incoming here.
Boy. Here we go.
how are you?
Oh, that's good. Go. Oh, that's scammed. 15 fingers. Totally got scammed. Yeah! Spicy taco. Oh my goodness.
I think it's almost in my stomach. Oh, buddy. I think I hit my stomach just now. Oh, okay.
Yo, that was great. 80 flat. Nice.
Whoa! 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 Okay.
Nice.
Nice job, Danny.
This is still bad though. Okay. We're probably okay. There's a small chance that we get like super mega ultra scammed earlier, but let's. Uh-oh.
Goopity goop goop.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
What?
Does that count?
No!
Oh,
That's a reset, I think.
that stinks.
Yeah, that's a reset.
What?
Time.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. Yo, I gotta go, dude. Go! Go!
Run away!
Yeah! Oh my gosh! So epic! Where's the energy? Really? Ah! Good gravy, that was bad. Please. 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 Wow.
I have potentially like a minute of time save. Come on. The one tap there is so hard for me. What?
No! What? Oh my god. Oh man.
I think I just lost like 5 seconds.
68 to 9 with a frickin' tile boo. No, don't unspit. Oh my. No! Shoot! Oh, that's bad. Dang. Uh-oh. No, dude! All right. Let's see if I can do it. Ah, no! Okay, well, that's bad. Let's see here. No! I can't believe that just happened! No, dude! No! Ah! You stop! Okay, you gotta like. Ah! Please! Please! Stop, dude! Alright. Oh! No! No! You're such a freaking heckin' dude, man, bro. Fan too. You and your freaking right fast. You get out of here. I don't wanna see you around these parts no more. I hate stupid. Ah! Okay. I don't want a health bomb here. Oh, I was trying to mock ball.
Don't worry, guys. I fell in a vile plume, so I'm playing perfectly.
I'm definitely playing perfectly.
When's Vile Plume RTA World Records, any?
I already have it.
Lord.
You can't make that up. What? 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 Oh, that's a clip right there.
No! I hate this game when I'm bad at it, which is all the time. I hate this game when I suck at it, which is all the time. I can't freaking do it right.
My cat is a Batoon legend. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. This was a really fun stream. Had some really insane runs. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. I had a blast today.
I blame Nia. Definitely Nia's fault. Made it there. You do make it for me.
Oh sh**. Whoa, did you see that morph ball? Did I imagine that, or was like the morph ball squished?
No. Yeah, Sassy, maybe you're right. Okay. Thanks for waiting, guys. Sorry. Had to do some tech help. Our printer is being stupid. Okay. We're gonna do one more run. And then I'm gonna be done for today, I think. I could change my mind on that, but that's where I'm sitting right now. Thank you. All right, good effort. See you later. Just kidding. Welcome to Twitch, Battlemaster. How's it going? You will now hear me respond to you within 5 seconds, usually, if I do, instead of like 30. There's also channel points that you'll earn by watching, which you can then use to redeem random things on stream. The chat is also generally more fun to be in. And you can do the rainbow buff, yes. That is one of the things that you may redeem your channel points for. It's true. Ah, okay, that was bad. Thank you. Samus, you gotta grab the morphing ball. We can't do the run if you don't grab the morphing ball, Samus. It's bad. That's true, Parg. Okay. I don't want to keep this, but I will. For now. Nope. Try again. It's kind of weird. Double steam. Bam ba dam ba dam bam bam. Yeah, so Fantune guessing, you just basically guess however many patterns and what patterns. So if you wanted fast, fast, it would just be fast, 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 space, fast. Or fast mid, or fast slow, or... Generally, so I tend to do 1 rounds. So you'd want to type just fast, fast, or mid, or slow. But if you think I'm not going to 1 round, then... yeah. So those won't actually get you channel points. Those are fun tune points. If you want channel points, you get those just by watching. There's also a little button next to the chat that you can click to get extra points ever so often. There are some browser extensions that will auto-click the button for you. Those exist. And I promise this is not me like plugging this. It's literally just how it is. If you're subbed, you get extra points. So that's how all that works. The fun tune points are separate. Those are just for bragging rights. It's kind of weird. You could highlight your message. Had to take a chunk out. It should highlight a message. I didn't set it up to not do that. It must just not show in my chat box. Which is actually really funny. I definitely didn't do that on purpose, though. I think I told it not to show highlighted messages, thinking that that would mean that it wouldn't highlight the message if somebody added me. That's probably what it is. Nice. Okay. All right, guys. This is probably it for me today. We'll see. That last run was really hype. I'd like to get some of that back, but it's also a Tuesday night. When I went to help my wife, my daughter was sitting there and she said, "I was waiting for you." I was like, "I already hung out with you earlier." I didn't say that, but like... I need to... That's definitely a priority for me. These years are going way too fast, and I need to spend as much time as I can with my kids while they're these ages, so... I will probably go after this. You get attached to a run when we hit the ship. I mean, you can get attached to the run whenever you want. The run really starts at gravity. It gets real after Ridley. That's kind of the thing. We're getting Rayo scams. Again. The weave is free if you do it right, so everybody should freaking do the weave tonight. Bada bada bom bom. Oh, could I be that? Oh, shoot. Dang it, man. That was almost really good. Sheesh. Still a great pace. Ah. All right. Whoa. That was close. No, not this again, man. Early. Bummer sauce. All right. B. Ba-ba-ba-ba-dum-dum-dum. Ew. Bam, 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 bam. What? That was surprising. I haven't had him disappear like that in a long time. That's a bummer. Okay, Fantoon, you're just being a butthead now. Okay, we're gonna pace check. Just real fast. So, what that means for anybody who doesn't know, I'm just gonna go to bombs and or Fantoon. And if it's good, I'll keep the run. I will need to run ads after bombs if it's good. Sorry about that. If it's not, then I'm just gonna be done. Okay. Here we go. Here we frickin' heckin' go today. We're trying another run. Dang, dude. That was weird. Why is Fantoon so dumb? What a frickin' butthead. That should have been perfect, Nia. See, she hates us. She ignored me. What a bad cat. Yo, STQFM Funk. Thanks for the tier 1. I was listening to those albums in practice earlier. I was like, hey, I'm a real Zoast streamer now. Okay, Samus. Hopefully if this bombs time is good, I remember to run ads. Nice. Zoasty, go live? If you go live, I'll raid you. I'm about to be done here, probably. Sick. Down. Alright, chat, this is it. I'm gonna world's record and then we're gonna party in Zoast chat. After party at twitch.tv/Zoasty in an hour. Hope you're doing good, man. My dad asked if you're feeling better. And I realized I didn't have an answer. I hope you're feeling better. Na 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 na. Nice. Okay. Okay. whatever. Yeah, definitely. It's always a great feeling when you've been sick for a while and then you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't feel sick no more. No, dude. Okay, just go. Jimmy's. Samus is being naughty right now. Just doing whatever she wants. What's up with that? That was gonna be good, and then it wasn't. Everybody point at Samus. It's her fault. Alright, I'll keep this at least a fan tune, so I gotta run ads. Yeah. Doorbonk City. It's the city where no one wants to live. Okay. All right. Oh, shoot. That's lame. Ba-da-ba-dow-bow. See, that's the strat. That's what was supposed to happen last time. And then we would have had like an 821. Maybe even an 820. But no! I had to mess it up. Like a freaking weirdo. Oh, God, man. Alright. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I guess we're trying again. I will be ending next time it's time to reset. As long as we're past series. I'm gonna end and raid Zoast and yeah. Boo. Dang it. Pretty good. Oh, shoot. That's probably fine. All right. Okay, sure, dude. That was very weird. I don't know why that happened. Because I'm dumb. My brain was like, hey, we should try to combine two strats. And I was like, those two strats aren't compatible. And it was like, well, I'm gonna do it anyway. Fine, brain. Nope. Nobody needs an Elon Musk chip to become anything. Ew. Can you not? Whoa, okay. Alright, we're good. Oof. Yikes. It's a bad segment. Bummer. I had to leave like 50 minutes in, Twin. I've been meaning to finish it, but I haven't yet. The funny thing about that kind of demonstration is that after a while, everything has already been so ridiculous that when it gets even more ridiculous, it's like not even that impressive. It's like, what? Okay. Like, not to say it's not impressive, obviously, like it's an incredible thing that they did. It's just, I think watching it in like 20-minute chunks is probably better. Bam, 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 bam. What a butthead. Oh my. Okay. Fantoon, you're so cool, dude. Fantoon is the coolest boss, you guys. Alright, we're hitting Zoast. I will probably be back tomorrow. That being said, tomorrow I probably won't do any percent stuff. I have to do some Patreon stuff before I can do any percent, and the Patreon stuff that I need to do tomorrow is probably going to be about 3 hours, and I think by the end of that 3 hours, I'm not going to want to do anything else, so. But we will see. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Oats, I doubt you're still here, but thanks again for the raid earlier. And, yeah. I'll probably see you guys for more any percent on either Thursday or Friday. It just kind of depends. I have therapy on Thursday, and Friday is Sassy's birthday. So, it might even be Saturday. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Thank you. Good night.